The Venom Project. Huh, great. Why is it never the Puppy Project or the Chocolate Project?
Venom Project pisses me off so much. Carbonation. My rant a minute ago. Yeah. In case you forgot.
Gotta stop Cassidy before he makes things even worse.
In case you forgot, I'll sum it up. There's a picture around here too, by the way. There is no Venom in this game, which doesn't make sense because one cannot exist. Carnage cannot exist without Venom. Spider-Man got a symbiote from space, gave him a black suit, got rid of it, then came Venom, the person, villain, and then came Carnage out of that. After seeing the bodies, sign, okay. There's supposed to be a picture around here somewhere, a sign, maybe. Oh! What? Oh, that. Venom Wing. Yeah. I got words. Prove everything now.
Looks like Jameson's sources were right. Whoever's behind this must have seriously deep pockets.
And that is the worst. Come on. And that is the last Jameson photo in the story that we need to take. There's a bunch of like ones around the world, and then some little extras.
You're trapped in my web, little spider. Don't fear the darkness. Let it in. Then you'll be like me. I've become
What on earth is that? Actually, it doesn't look like anything from Earth. I've never seen anything so horrible in my life.
I have a growing family, Spider-Man. So many mouths to feed. I think I'll feed them you.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
My friend is hungry. It wants a nice fat spider to munch on. You rejected my gift.
I'm done with waiting for them to talk. They keep going. So that was salt in the wound. That thing doesn't look like anything on Earth. Oh, maybe it doesn't look like anything on Earth. The symbiote's not from Earth. That's the whole point of all this. It's my whole anger behind like this whole game. Symbiote gave Spider-Man the black suit, got rid of the black suit, came Venom from Eddie Brock, and then from that became Carnage. But I do like these nice Cthulhu, John Carpenter's The Thing creatures. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. So those are pretty much the only thing I care about in this game. And the sound's so messed up, crunching, and just listen to it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we enjoyed that sound clip. It's really not... Oh, it's so gross. I love it. It's really like the only decent thing to come from this game, really. Is those sound effects. More loading screens. Oh, no talking or something? I'm taking a drink here, and you're just like, oh, well, here you go, Mike, here's talking time. So this chapter isn't super long, because here's the boss fight. Sorta. Oh, grab my heel.
Cassidy! That's as far as you go. One of you is already too many.
I'm not Cletus Cassidy. Not anymore. I'm my true self now. I'm Carnage!
Webs, what are all the stylish bad guys wearing this season?
Poor little spider. You're just not ready to see the truth, are you?
I didn't web up your mouth because I don't want you to suffocate. You're starting to talk me out of it.
See, you think you're joking. But I know what you won't admit to yourself. When I killed those criminals, you were happy. You were grateful to me, weren't you?
No,
It's not too late to understand. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
You say you're searching for answers in death, but what were you trying to do when I stopped you? Make others like you? A family?
So we can spread the message, the truth, that chaos and death are the only—
Wrong. You're trying to create a family because you never had one. You weren't looking for death, Cletus. You wanted the life you never had. Now who's not seeing the truth? You said you killed to understand death. What are you trying to understand?
The meaning, the truth, the secrets it reveals about all of us that we're afraid to see.
I can tell you that. Death is a part of life. It happens. Sometimes for a reason, sometimes for no reason. You're wasting your time looking for some cosmic answer in death. Life is where you find meaning. And buddy, you've wasted yours. What makes you think I'm anything like you?
You wanted to do what I did. End those criminals forever.
That's true. I didn't want to admit it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel that way.
I knew it.
But that's human. Anger, wanting revenge. It's not wrong to feel emotions like that. It's wrong to act on them.
Here's the real difference between us, Spider-Man. I'm at peace with who I am.
You shouldn't be.
And you should? Then why aren't you?
Sorry, Cletus. I just figured out talking to a psycho killer isn't gonna give me the answers I'm after.
I know what will. Death.
Now the real fight begins. So we fight actual Carnage now. A couple... What buttons do I press? Ooh, he hurt me bad. There's achievement in this level. I gotta see what these are. What are these? Oh, just that. Spider-Man, I thought he was my friend. Oh, he couldn't be there for me. He's too busy out having his own normal human life and saving the world. Idiots. Ooh, can I... Yeah. Oh, no. If you light him on fire, you do a bunch of damage. Because symbiotes are weak to fire, shocker. But also, if you do it 3 times, you earn an achievement.
Seismic blast has a way of bringing people together on the floor.
I think he's right in the middle between the 2 fires. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. It's not even fair, that one.
You and everyone like you. Chaos is the only thing that's real. Chaos and death. When I've got my family together, we'll spread the word.
So in this phase, he will... Ooh, can't get hurt. I need to heal. He will, some of these dudes, beat him up, and he will throw projectiles at you. Now, I will locate him. Oh, dodge. I need to try and heal. I don't know if heal will... Yeah, he'll attack you when you try to heal, most likely. Which is the thing that just happened. No, come on. That's the problem with this game. You have this heal mechanic. Like, the first game, I believe, had, like, the red jam on your face, like Call of Duty and whatnot. It's fine. That one was fine. It's a lot better than this, because in this one, you have this heal mechanic, but you can't use it in battle. So if you, like right now, almost dead in the first half, you're most likely going to die from another mistake, because the moment you try to heal, the boss is like, oh no, I'm not letting ya. And it's annoying. It's not fun, it's not cool, it's annoying. You don't put a mechanic in the game.
With great power comes great responsibility.
What are you doing? Don't sit there, you fool. Okay, so I beat your guy. Oh, there you are. Come on.
They say everyone's the hero of his own story. But come on, I'm the hero of
I
this one.
need to activate this. Bam. Blamzos, even. If I had an accelerating healing, I would be able to heal better, but because I don't, I need to be super careful, and my commentary will be garbage. Is that another symbiote clone? Yes, it is. Yeah, I know the whole thing about, like, oh, shoot. You know, Spider-Man's supposed to be the dodgy guy, but there comes a point where dodging just doesn't do it sometimes. Or something. Oh, there you are. Oh, you are. If he's... You auto-target those things, it feels like, so it's kind of a annoying waste. Where is he? I can't... There you go. He doesn't light up, so it's annoying. Boom. Would have gotten an achievement there if I hadn't already. Oh. Cool, just, not do anything, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna freaking die, aren't I? Ooh, just dodge like nuts.
Practically family already.
Oh, I'm sorry if my commentary is non-existent, but I'd rather not die, and if I could super easily die in just a hit or two because of these dumbs. And there's so many guys, it's gonna super easy for that to be the case. Just need to be extra super duper. Like, it would be nice if there was like a combo where if you do a certain combo you can like heal yourself, but there isn't. So I have to win the fight with the little health I don't have. So I'll just keep dodging until... What is that even? Okay.
It's like a disaster movie, but just for you.
Ooh, sweet. This boss fight's not that good, I'll admit. I can't see where he is, so he doesn't light up like he should. Oh, there you are. I think it's easier to see him without the Spidey sense, which is annoying. Burn, baby. Well, I'm dead. He was almost dead too. So I'm just gonna cut back in about here. I kinda got a little lucky in that some of these guys landed in the fire when they spawned, which is awesome. But there's a lot of noise going on right now, and it is a little distracting, but I have a little more health than usual. This guy needs to get out of the fire so I can beat him. Or I guess I could just turn that off. Guess that works. I think... Oh yeah, he was almost done. So in that last leg of the fight, there's probably another one of those phases, but... Almost there. I see you there. Unfortunately, that's right in the middle of a place I can't really do fire in. Just not even freaking bothering with all that, just dodging everything. As soon as I start talking, my gameplay starts crumbling. But I need to be very careful, because I don't want to replay this again for a small variety of reasons that I will not get into. Although I could easily get into, because I am trying to buy time and say things as I think of them, because I cannot focus on commentary at the moment because of reasons. Not reasons like the other reasons, but different reasons. Oh gosh. No more minions, thankfully. But let's finish up with some fire. Yeah! Well, you have to land the finishing hit with the punch, but fire is a nice touch.
Don't want to Please just let me die.
That's not the answer, Cletus. None of us are gonna find any answers here.
What's the matter, Peter? You look like you lost your last friend. Hey, but I know for a fact you've still got at least one.
It's Uncle Ben. I miss him so much. I just feel lost without him. He raised me. I loved him. And he died because he was looking for me. I'm not sure how to live with that.
Let me ask you something, Pilgrim. Your Uncle Ben, he was one of the best people I ever knew. Everyone loved him. He had an amazing life, right? So, why do you want to make it all about how it ended? What counts isn't how he died, Peter. What matters is really the way he lived. I want you to make his life mean something. I want you to be the man he raised you to be. The man that he was so proud of when he saw what you were growing into.
He told you that?
All the time. Your uncle knew what a tough place the world could be. He knew that it needs heroes. And hey, take it from me, you are one of those heroes. So what do you say? Are you gonna go out there and prove it? I want you to do it for Uncle Ben, and for me.
Yeah. Yes, Stan. I will. I miss Uncle Ben. I'll always miss him. But I don't have to replace him, because he already gave me everything I needed. Now it's up to me to honor his memory by using what he gave me, in a way that'll make him proud.
Nuff said. Nuff said.
So to me, it almost felt, it feels like the dialogue and audio mixing in this game is weird. Such as that, one of Stan's lines there initiated the split second Peter finished a line. Oddly enough, it's... so, yes, we have two of them. Alexandre Lazard, I don't know. I apologize to everybody who made this game because it's not that great of a game. Like, it works. I mean, you can play it, you can beat it. I've done it a couple times. I've also played the game a couple times. Hoi hoi hoi. It feels like if they took out the unnecessary cramming in of movie plot lines like Harry Osborn, Electro, take those out and focus on like everything else. If they took those out and left in if they left in the story arc of Kingpin taking over Oscorp, that both makes sense and actually be kind of interesting to see what happens to Oscorp after the movie, because there's no explanation. There never will be, because the movies are discontinued because the Spider-Man rights are kind of being juggled around a little, and Andrew Garfield is, from what I can recall, no longer Spider-Man, as far as I know. But yeah, it would have been cool if they took out that, like, the whole hostile takeover BS with Harry on there is just an excuse to put Green Goblin and Electro in there. If they took that out and just had it be where it's a hostile takeover after the film, because who's gonna handle Oscorp? Nobody. Because there's nobody there. There's no more Oscorp. There's no more Osborns. So it would make sense for Kingpin to walk in and be like, "Yes, I'm gonna take over Oscorp in the memory of Harry Osborn." And then have the Kraven stuff and have the Cletus stuff. I would like half forgive the BS with the Venom and Carnage stuff if they took out the Harry Osborn, Green Goblin stuff and Electro, and maybe tone down the Stan Lee a little bit. It's really cool he's in this game. Love him. He's great inspiration. But I think having him just being kind of hinted at in the first game, like Stan, they could easily make that Stan relative, Stanley, but I don't know if they'll do it. Maybe it's just supposed to be a little wink and nod. And then he shows up for like a minute as a little cameo, like, oh cool, it's actually Stanley. But here he's almost like a semi-important side character. And I don't think it's his idea of that. He's not M. Night Shyamalan. If you don't know, M. Night Shyamalan literally took one of his movies in which a character will write a book to inspire the next greatest president who will bring peace to the world. That character makes a thing that brings peace to the world because his thing inspires someone. M. Night Shyamalan played that role. He's really self-centered, and I don't like that, and that movie is actually really, really garbage. Shocker. Like a lot of his movies. Not good. But, yeah. Take out Harry Osborn, that plotline, Electro. Just leave those in the movie, and have this be placed after the second movie, and focus it around that, the hostile takeover of Oscorp, focusing on the other characters. Then maybe, just maybe, you'd have a much better game. But of course, for some reason, they decided, I think it's because it's not by Beanox. I think Beanox did the first game. I don't recall. But they really messed with it. Also, there is no Gwen Stacy in this entire game, like, ever. Like, I don't even think she's a figurine in the game that you can look at. And that doesn't make sense because in the Spider-Man 2 movie, she's a really big part of it, like really big part of it. The small spoiler for the movie if you haven't seen it. She used Death Flagging herself by going like, yeah, I'm gonna move away to like London or whatever to follow my dream. And Peter's like, yeah, I'll move with you too. After we solve this problem with whatever, I'll move there too, and I'll be Spider-Man there. Or I'll stop being Spider-Man and just move there with you too. I love you so much, Gwen Stacy. Mwah. And then of course Green Goblin appears, and everyone who knows like some about the comics knows that the first issue of Spider-Man is where Green Goblin appears. That's most of the storyline of the first Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire movie, where with the bridge and whatnot, where Peter tries to save Gwen, but fails in it and snaps her neck, accidentally killing her. That happens in the second movie. Just when you think like they beat Electro, you think everything's great, everything's a happy ending, you know, oh well, I guess they kind of screwed that up, I guess. No. Then pops up Green Goblin, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna happen. Boom, it happens.
Oh, you can rely on me, Mr. Mayor. I consider it my honor to provide any help I can. What happened to young Osborn is tragic, but never fear. I'll continue to finance the task force myself. And, at the risk of seeming overconfident, I promise you, with the criminal organizations that plagued our city crushed, the crime rate will go down to a manageable level. Yeah, goodbye. There you are. Come in, my friend. Come in. I couldn't have done this without you. Chameleon.
What happens now?
Now, the real work begins.
Nothing happens. Because there's not going to be a third game. There's no third movie, there's no third game. You know what? I would not mind if they let it slide to make a third Amazing Spider-Man game. Not movie, but like a game to kind of position myself to tie in all the loose ends from the movies. It would have made more sense to have Goblin appear in this game like the Lizard did in the last game, by having you kind of go to him in the end of the first movie. In the end of the second movie, Harry doesn't die. He becomes a goblin, he stops becoming a goblin, he's healed, but he's also kind of insane, so he's imprisoned. If you went to him in the prison, I don't know, that'd be kind of like a rehashing, but whatever, and somehow he escapes and you have to fight him anyways, rather than having shoehorned the plotline in the movie in here.
Can't ever forget why I'm here. To help people.
I don't know why I leveled up already. Max leveled. So there's one last thing I want to show before I end this series for good. Well, the main objective of Evil Never Sleeps is just, hey, there's still stuff to do in the city. It's, you know, the after story free mode. Go around, do whatever. There's one last thing I want to show you. After this, I will be uploading the audio logs for everyone to watch and enjoy. My personal favorites, like I think Kingpin's a strong, like that scene where it's like, oh, it's a shame about Harry. I think that should have been like the beginning of the game, minus the chameleon part, of course, because that would spoil it. But keep that scene in there in the beginning and just have it where Kingpin just starts coming, like, oh, we will help reborn the Osborn image and whatnot. No, I wanted to return home. That's not safe, landing there on that. So, I want you to read the description for this new suit because it is ridiculous. Still my favorite suit, by the way. Spider Carnage. Did I get a little too close to Cletus Cassidy at the Ravencroft? I mean, I suddenly feel like, oh my god, no, 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 yes, I am reborn in blood and agony. I am remade into the bringer of death and chaos. Destruction. Chaos is my only love, and Carnage is my name. First of all, that is stupid, stupid writing for a description. Did I feel, I don't know, I suddenly feel like, oh my god, no, 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 oh yes. It's really dumb. The suit, though, is great. I mean, critical hit thing's cool, the damage bonus is always nice, and that healing rate, like, it starts at level, it's 30% at level 1. It boosts it up. This thing heals you like almost instant, like seconds. Also, it's kind of cool. But that's it. This game is finally done with. I can finally send this damn game back to Gamefly. I've had it for like months. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I didn't. This game is not good. I would suggest you playing it anyways if you like Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Mans. But the game's not that good. I'll enjoy Peter looking like a thumb before we leave.